Alright, I think we're live. I got orientation lock on. Hold on. Let me double check. No, we should be okay. Peeps! Peeps, we are doing a live stream, a 4,000 subscriber live stream. This is very spontaneous, very last minute. I'm not sure if anybody's going to show up for it, to be honest. But, however, I'm still just going to pop on to say, what's going on? Love you guys. I hope you're doing well during this quarantine and all this jazz that's going on. Just really want to spew my love out at you and let you know I really appreciate all the subscribers that have showed up thus far and are making this dream come true for me. Lots changing, and the channel is trying to continue to grow and all that jazz, and I'm still working hard on that. Man, this orientation lock is locked for good. Here's what I wanted to say though. I started YouTube about a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and I started off as a gamer, and it was really never expecting to have plumbing pop into my life the way it did, and especially the viewership to pop into my life the way it did. So it's something that is dear to my heart. I never realized how big of an audience there is out there that wants to see plumbing stuff, because throughout the gaming stuff, I just came to realize that it was really just plumbing that people were interested in. I had a little bit of a following with gaming, but it wasn't until I kind of took plumbing seriously on YouTube, people started subscribing, and then once showed up, I mean, everything sort of turned around. So it was a really exciting time in my life to realize how important it was to people, and to then subsequently just start trying to do more and more of it. One thing that I want to let you all know, I don't see many people on right now, so I'm probably just going to end this in a short video. But I wanted to let you all know that I want to do a 4,000 subscriber Q&A. So do me a favor, go down to this video below and leave a comment. Leave all the comments that you can, or sorry, leave a question. Leave all the questions that you can so that I can essentially take those questions and then do a Q&A for you, because I think that'll be the best thing that I can do is doing. Make sure everybody's okay, and where they are with this COVID-19 thing going on, how the unions are getting back, if they're getting back or if they're still on lockdown. So if you have any questions for the 4,000 subscriber Q&A, do me a favor, pop down below and just leave for you one. Why is that? Why is it like that? I don't understand. This is a 4,000 subscriber Q&A. If people are out and people are watching, I'm going to give this a few more minutes. If we don't have that much more viewership, I think I'm going to call it, so that people can just leave a comment below. So for those of you that are there right now, I just want to let you know there is a Q&A that I want to bring out for the 4,000 subscriber milestone we just hit. So go ahead and leave me. Hey, hi Vens. Hey guys, I appreciate that. Thanks for the 4,000. How's everything going in Oregon right now? Are you guys still working? You guys still okay? So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what questions you want to answer. Yeah, it's been a while. Ven, you guys have been with me for a while. David, what's going on? Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Doing all right, hanging in there. Let me know if you have any interesting questions down below so I can do a Q&A with you all when the time comes for me to shoot that video, so that we can do something interesting. The next few months look slow for the Vens. Is that right? Is that because man, I don't really know what's going on in the States. Is your state being opened up for work, or how's that working? Because I hear Trump is opening up some states and is trying to raise the economy, and then I hear other things. I don't know what's going on. So, oh, in Kentucky, you guys are going slow as well, eh, David? Okay, good to know. Good to know. So are Kentucky and Oregon closed? Is that what that means? Are you guys shut down for the time being, or what's that like? Individual state. Okay, I see. So your individual state is. So it's run by a state-by-state basis. I guess Trump can't really tell what's. Okay, I see. Still locked down. People just aren't spending money. Some jobs canceled. Yeah. Here in Ontario, what the government is doing is it's subsidizing a lot of the companies that are have like a 30% depreciation from last year. So you can actually send the government basically a report of what you guys are making, and if it's 30% less because of COVID, they might be able to actually give you some cash back. That's sort of like a social program we have here. Um, but it's going slow. Are you guys nervous to go out the way it is right now, or are you guys protected? Do you feel comfortable, or are you happy that it's slowing down? Like what's going on there? Yeah, my company just had a 7 million job got in def postponed. Oh, really? Oh, dude, Dave, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, things are slowing down for sure for a lot of people. I know there are lots of other subscribers that had like unions shut down and whatnot because of this whole COVID thing. That's crazy, man. So make sure if you have any questions for the Q&A that you post them down below. We're okay for a few months. If it's slow, we will be okay. Okay, good guys. I'm glad to hear that, Vince, because it's been, man, this is unprecedented times. um, I am a rock. I will take anything and everything. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I mean, a virus. I ain't afraid of no ghost. That was a what's a Ghostbusters reference. I love that. So, Sheepdog, what's happening? Are you doing okay for COVID? How are you feeling? How are you guys doing? So I'm doing a vlog for you guys for tomorrow or tomorrow night. I'm hoping to upload a brand new vlog. It's actually not quite a vlog. It's more of a artsy kind of video that has to do with plumbing. So I'm really interested what you all are thinking and what you all think about it, because it's kind of supposed to go into a service plumber's life and sort of show the ins and outs and talk a bit more about it and expectations. Ryan's working 2 emergency calls today. Is that right? Okay, so does Ryan wear gloves and a mask, or how does that work? I assume it's Lindsay behind the phone. Lindsay, I hope you're doing well. Is Ryan masked up and got gloves and stuff, or how do you go about that? Because Dad and I spend well, Dad's not even coming out to a lot of job sites, to be honest. But whenever I go out, I'm wearing masks, and you guys saw the face shield and the gloves, so we're always making sure that that's happening. Would love to see your truck, maybe your view on tools you use. Yeah, Dave, I will definitely do something like that. I was thinking about doing that for the 4,000 subscriber special. I was thinking of, yes, N95s. Nice. Vens, did you already have that stocked up? Or how did you get them? Like, where are you getting the N95 masks? Good, thanks. Service company busy and building plumbing inspections as well. Okay, good. Sheepdog, you're still working at it. Okay, good for you. Yes, you had them stocked up. Okay, I got it. Okay, because, man, I think I said in one of the videos, the N95 masks cannot be found. And I think whatever ones are being manufactured right now that do get into Canada go straight to our first responders and our doctors and frontline workers. Both ends, according to Sheepdog. Okay, so you're working hard. So Sheepdog's busy, boy. Sheepdog, are you safe on job sites? Are you wearing masks, or how's that going? So again, I'm doing a Q&A for those of you out there. How do I get a chance to start plumbing as an apprentice when so many jobs want a person to have at least a year of experience? Sue, what's going on, Sue? I gotta be honest, that is probably the hardest question to answer, because all companies want third or fourth year apprentices or a minimum 1 year. Sue, what you have to do is you got to keep knocking on doors until you find a company that's good with that first year apprenticeship. Unfortunately, that's the only way to do it. You got to keep knocking on doors, keep approaching unions if you can as well. Unions actually hire first year apprentices, they're good with that. And just keep knocking on doors till you find somebody that says yes to a first year apprentice. Be upfront about it. I think you're doing the right thing by telling them, look, I'm a first year, I'm green and whatever. Do that, because the last thing you want is to get in when they're expecting you to be a second or third year apprentice, and then all of a sudden, you know, they see that you're not good with the tools. Ven is saying, Sue, try to get a laborer job or maybe a plumbing parts house. That's a great idea as well, Sue. So a laborer job is another thing. A lot of up and coming plumbers walk into doors and they say, can you hire a first year apprentice? And they say no. but those companies might be cool to hire you as a laborer. What you're going to be doing is essentially the same work. It's just you're not going to be registered. So that's another thing. Sue, David's saying, Sue, spell or handyman company as well. I don't know what a spell company is. Yeah, so Sue, just, man, that's all. You don't wear a mask according to Sheepdog. Sheepdog, I hope that can change, man. My guys, yeah. Okay, just be careful, man. I mean, there's nothing more I can say. So, Sue, yeah, just keep knocking on doors. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game. Try all those other things that David and Ven's vlogs are saying, you know, companies that are into just getting you for labor. Oh, Spell. Sorry, Sue. Yeah, gotcha. Sue Spell. Yeah, definitely see if you could do that. Thanks, David. Yeah, Sue's on top of it. I appreciate that, guys. So, yeah, so just keep knocking on doors. That's all you can do. And see if you can get your foot in the roundabout way. Maybe they need a laborer. Maybe they just need somebody in the shop to prefab things. That's a way to do it as well. And just keep going. Like, do not stop. Don't take no for an answer, in other words. In other words, don't stop until you get that job. Just start calling around, Sue. Where are you located? Vens are asking. Just keep asking. So again, peeps, I'm doing a 4,000 subscriber Q&A. For those questions, do me a favor, write them down in the comments below or go onto my community page and write a question out because I want to be able to show the question when I do the video itself. That way, I could do the Q&A for you as well. You can ask me questions right here and now if you want, but if you want it to show up in the Q&A and to have a little bit of spotlight like that, you could do that. Sue Spell is in Dallas. In Dallas. Dallas is Dallas busy right now, Sue? How's that going? Are you guys in lockdown? Like I heard that there were riots in Texas. Am I right about that? And how does that work with work? Anybody have an answer for that? So, yeah, Q&A. Make sure you keep doing the Q&A. And I have a artsy video coming out tomorrow for you all, a plumbing video. But I have spent like over 24 hours editing this thing. This thing has been a nightmare to edit because there's so many cuts. Check YouTube. I know a couple of plumbers who say on that platform they need help. David says, Sue, that you can find some plumbers that need help in the Dallas area. That could be cool. That might be interesting as well. So Kentucky is slow. Oregon is slow. Is Dallas slow? That's what I'm interested in. I know here in Ontario, I mean, we were busy a few weeks back, like super busy for one guy, but then it got slow as well. Yeah, Sue, just keep knocking. Keep knocking. You're going to find out what's going on. Yes, here in Ontario, last week has been pretty slow, but I don't know, like the way the numbers are, from what I hear, is the numbers are actually declining here in Ontario or in Canada in general. They're on the downward, hopefully the ongoing downward. The answer is the narrative in what's going on. What? The answer is the narrative in what's going on. Not sure I'm following you, Sheepdog. Can you clarify that? So apparently the numbers are going down. So we're hoping that mid-May we're actually going to be able to open up more industry, open up more opportunities for people to go and do things. But we're not sure yet. We're still trying to figure that out, if you know what I'm saying. Ven is asking if Sue's on Instagram. Lots of Texas plumbers on Instagram. I'd befriend some of them and see if they're hiring. Man, you guys got great ideas. Sue, you're in good hands here with these folks, right? David's got good ideas. Ven's got good ideas, man. Sue, I think you're in good hands. Keep going with that. Yeah, so I've been editing this video that I'm bringing out tomorrow for it's been 4 days. I normally get a vlog done in about 3 days. What's David saying? There are a bunch of epicenters here, but rural areas are decreasing. Should be opening up rural areas, but the epicenters still will be closed. Okay, so Kentucky is trying to open things up, but there's these epicenters that people are still going to keep closed down. So are they worried that there's going to be too many individuals in the epicenters, and that's why? Sue says she'll have to figure out on Instagram. Again, thanks. Okay, Sue. I hope that helps. Um, yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, a lot of large populous areas. Okay, David. Yeah, we're shut down in a very similar way, and I think that that mid May, when we find out the numbers mid May, I think that's when Ontario is going to make a decision on to either open those things or close those things. But you're saying the rural areas. Did you say rural or just residential? Let me see. Let me see. But rural areas are decreasing. Should be opening up rural areas. I see. Got it. Okay, rural areas are decreasing. Got it, David. Huh. Man, Kentucky. Did Kentucky get hit hard, David? I don't even know. And Oregon, did Oregon get hit hard with this thing? So, I'm hoping that. Check out the Women in Trades website for apprenticeship leads in Texas, Sue. Van, you guys are on top of this. This is a good opportunity right here to talk about this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy time. Not too bad. Just a media frenzy of scare tactics, my opinion. Dave. Yeah, Dave, I don't know. I sit back and I constantly try to figure out how much of the media is attempting to create that frenzy so that we keep watching and making their numbers go up, and how much of that media stuff is actually honest. Because unfortunately, they're in the industry of clicks, and they're also in the industry of creating a little bit of hysteria, because with hysteria comes viewership at the same time. Is that fair to say? What do you guys think? I think that's fair to say, but man, I didn't realize how, I don't know, uncomfortable that makes me when I hear that, or at least think of it that way, because I don't know if there's a trust factor then. I'm sorry, I thought they were in the business of truth, huh? LOL. Dave, yeah, I know, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. It makes me severely uncomfortable to realize that getting those clicks, and then you hear that, have that conversation. Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Justin Trudeau, Sheepdog. I don't know what Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030 is. I haven't been following Justin's speeches. And then I've heard that statistic that says that bad news on Facebook gets more viewership than good news on Facebook, which is depressing, because they're realizing that the algorithm pushes the bad stuff. Dave, my son could be busy. All his work in New Jersey is nursing homes, but they're full of the virus. Dave, man, nursing homes is a scary place for the virus to reside. Yeah, honestly, go to the United Nations website. Okay, I'll check it out, Sheepdog. Dave, man, look, I'm both sorry to hear that he was working in nursing homes, but I'm also happy from what you're saying, which is it sounds like he's not working there anymore, because it's scary times there. Dave, what's your son up to now? Is he working right now still, or is he staying at home? Prayers for your son, Dave. My son could be busy. All his work in New Jersey is nursing homes. Yeah, man. Nursing homes is a sad thing. And I don't know how true this is, but I heard that one of the downfalls. Dr. Pikachu, how's it going? I heard one of the staying home. Dave, you know what, man? It's a blessing that he's well. I hope he's okay and that he's staying home. And, nursing homes is a scary spot right now. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that Italy was upfront about what they had done, which is they eventually took people with COVID over to their nursing homes, thinking to themselves, well, the nursing homes have a lot of the facilities and a lot of the tools they need to help these people get better. And that's when the spread started happening and getting even worse, especially for the elderly. Peace, Sheepdog. So, staying at home might be the best thing for your son at this point. Dave, whereabouts? Oh, your son was working in New Jersey. Man, my brother-in-law is dating a nurse. Okay, he's dating a nurse, and she's being offered a lot of money to go help out in New York. Okay, a lot of money. They're talking about, how's dad? Don't see him vlogs much. Yeah, Vince, I'm keeping dad at home as much as possible. He's doing well, thank goodness, and I'm trying to keep it that way. He's in his 60s. I don't want to risk it. What was I saying? So she's being offered a lot of money, and I'm talking about like 10 grand a week to go work in New York and help out on the front lines in New York. But the fearful thing is New York, I mean, my goodness, like what a sad story of what's happening in New York. And, it's really hard for those nurses to be safe. Dr. Pikachu says, I'd do it. My cousin left Oregon to be a nurse in New York. 10K a week. Yes. Vince, okay, so you're verifying this. That's a lot of money, but how's your cousin doing? Is your cousin safe? Do they have the appropriate masks? Are they, I mean, they definitely need the person power. Like, I get that completely, because that spike that happened in New York was devastating, and they just need all the hands that they can get. But I'm being offered 3,500 a week as a paramedic, my former job before becoming an apprentice. 3,500 a week, Dave. Man, it's a lot of money, but it's a scary time. Scary time, Dave. Sheepdog's giving you a thumbs up. Well, okay. Uh, Dave, have you ever thought about going, or what are your thoughts there? Do you think it's safe enough for you to go? I don't know. I don't know. Like, man, the problem is you have no idea how this is going to hit you. Nobody knows how COVID-19 is going to affect them. So some people, it affects like nothing. Like it doesn't, and I heard that it might be the way it's transmitted to you. If it goes in through your nose, it might not be as devastating of an effect or something like that. So, and then other people, it like destroys them. And we're talking about healthy, no conditions kind of people. The answer is no. New York City scares me without the virus. Oh, I see, Dave. I got you. I got you. And I can't blame you there, man. Like, it's a scary time. It's a scary time. And you have no idea if it's going to hit you. Like, they talk about athletes that are young with no pre-existing conditions getting hit like a ton of bricks, like an anvil dropped on their heads in a cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, it's just destroying them. And then you hear about people where they brush it off like it was nothing. And then the thing that I heard about coronaviruses is that most of the coronaviruses that we get are annual, in the sense that you got maybe like 1 year worth of immunity. And then kind of like the flu, the following year, it's a new strand. So they're worried that this strand that's here, COVID-19, they're worried that, okay, you might be immune, but they don't know how long it is. It could be a month, it could be 2 months, it could be that whole year. So they don't even know if you are actually immune for a good chunk of time once you get it. They don't know what's going on there. All right, questions. We're feeling more safe lately. Good. Oregon is pretty low in cases compared to others. I'm glad to hear that, Van. Lagging on the vlog. Sheepdog, you can get a vlog tomorrow, fam. Don't you worry. Glad to hear it's decreasing. Dave is saying that could be the misinformation. I would venture to guess that the athletes you mentioned were carriers for a pre-existing condition. David, maybe I heard that people even without pre-existing conditions can get hit hard with this, even if they're young and athletic and whatever. But you know what? You might be right. I might not know enough, but yeah, I hear that it hits people. Some people it hits hard. Some people are like asymptomatic forever. They don't like they never really come down with much, and you just don't know how it's going to affect you. That's the scary part. You know what I'm saying? So, what else? Dr. Pikachu, where are you at? Are you still here? How's your state or province, or how's everything going there? So, again, like I was telling you all, our numbers in Canada seem to be on the decline thus far. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx it, but they are in a downward, apparently. Plumbing questions. Are you allowed in Canada to do group vents? We're allowed in Canada to do circuit vents. We don't distinguish it as a group vent. we do circuit vents. If you have a battery of fixtures like 25 water closets or 25 urinals, you're allowed to do something called a circuit vent. And the circuit vent basically runs the length of all these fixtures, and you got to size it correctly. You have a circuit vent, then a relief vent. You might have an extra relief vent. That's what we're allowed to do, but we don't. There's nothing in our code book, I don't think, is called a group vent. Same thing. Okay, got it. Event 201 showed the same misinformation, funded by the Gates Foundation. Depopulation. Okay, sheepdog. Canada seems to be doing okay, a lot less than the States. Ven, thus far, yes, I think that's correct. There were some areas that were hit a bit harder. Man, New York was, New York was a devastating hit. So David Dillon, that's how it goes. So David, are group vents what you were talking about when you were talking about circuit vents, or is that a different thing? So sheepdog, you're talking about event 201. Okay, so they're the same thing, David. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're allowed to do that. It's just you gotta follow your charts, make sure you get the right sizes that way, count the fixture units, etc. So it's the same in Kentucky then, David? Sheepdog, are you talking about conspiracy theories? So are you talking about, so who's the event 201? In our state, it's AOJ. Okay. Sheepdog, I'm not sure what that means, but it's all good. You'll probably explain it to me now. Yeah, so Canada hopefully is on the decline, and it continues that way. And I hope it's the same for the States because, man, it's getting crazy. Pretty much. I'm trying to learn. Remember Apprentice here. Yeah, Dave, I know. And it's good that you're continuing on learning. Dave, are you already in your apprenticeship? Were you working for a company pre-COVID-19, or are you working for a company now? What's going on? I remember you telling me that you were a paramedic. Are you still looking for work, or where are you at in the apprenticeship, in other words? Any other plumbing questions out there? If you have any plumbing questions, throw them my way. It'd be interesting to talk about. Do they have plumbing school in the Army? So, from what I understand, David, are you on Instagram? Lots of good plumbers to follow and learn from. So Ezekiel, the way I understand it is, if you go into the armed forces and they have a plumbing division, you're going to be getting an apprenticeship, but you're in the armed forces, in other words. So you still got to get your license. You still got to do your 9,000 hours like a regular apprenticeship, from what I understand. And it's the same process. The only difference is that you're learning in a different uniform. You know what I'm saying? And you're also learning all other things that you need to learn in the Army. David, yeah, I'm working for a company ending second year, about to take plumbing license test, have passed HVAC already, just need more hours for it. Awesome, David. Awesome. That's a great story. Why does my test gauge always go bad if the job is an hour away or more? Your test gauge, are you talking about a backflow test gauge, or? David is saying yes to Ven's vlogs. Oh, yes, I got you. Okay. Atlantic Media Management. Test gauge. Waterline test for inspection. Waterline test for inspection. Does the test gauge tell you PSI? Does it tell you waterline test for inspection? Or are you talking about an air test? There's a lot of test gauges out there, and they tell you different things. Always carry redundant one, according to David. Is this a States thing, Dave, or is it, if it's something you already know, it might be happening in the States more than here. We pump them up to 100 psi for inspection. And you're talking about air, or are we talking about water? So psi, excuse me. No, pressure per square inch. That could be water or it could be air. Air on the water lines, yeah. Your test gauge, why does it? So why would your test gauge fail? Why does my test gauge always go bad if the job is an hour away or more? You know what? I don't know the answer to that question. Backflow test gauge altitude. Sheepdog, we go through gauges like crazy. Oh, they seem to be fragile. Vens, the gauges, you go through the gauges. What? Louis, what's going on? Louis saying hi from Cali. So why are the test gauges all breaking on you guys? And are they breaking as you're driving, or do you leave them there at 100 psi and you walk back and they're not working? Altitude differential? Maybe. Sheepdog? That might be an idea. We have issues in Kentucky as well. What? Is there a brand to this test gauge, maybe? Maybe it's the test gauge itself? Maybe it's a faulty test gauge? I don't know, man. That is interesting. Interesting. Louis, how's Cali doing? Is it on the mend? Are you guys safe, or what's going on? I get mine from big box stores. Maybe that's the issue. Sheepdog is offering that it could be a clogged test gauge. Interesting. Or an altitude differential, according to Sheepdog. All interesting ideas. So, again, just want to let you know, we just hit 4,000 subscribers. I am doing a 4,000 subscriber Q&A. So if you have questions that you want to pose in the Q&A, I'm going to need you to post those either down below in the comment section or on my community page in the comment section. That way I could take that comment and give you a bit of spotlight during the Q&A so we can read out your question out to the community. Make sure that you get your questions in, because it's a better Q&A if there are questions. You know what I'm saying? No bubbles on gauge, but replace with new and holds fine. Atlantic Media Management, how many test gauges have you gone through? And if it's over an hour away, still super stoked about 4K. That's so awesome. Vens, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys have been here for a while, since 1,000. So it's good times. Even before 1,000. Water contaminants. Sheepdog's all about these interesting ideas why these gauges are going to be breaking on you. So again, 4,000 subscriber Q&A. Make sure you ask down in the questions below if you want that question to pop up on the Q&A that we do. Really excited about the 4,000, man. I'm hoping we can hit 10,000 this year. That's a dream of mine, and I hope we can make that. That would be super cool if we could do that. So also, peeps, if you can hit that thumbs up button for me, like there's 8 of us here, there's only 4 thumbs up. If you want to hit that thumbs up for me, make this move a little bit better, make it look good. Let's see if that number can pop up. Who's going to hit it? I got a 5. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hit it again. One more of you. Come on. Come on. Can we get 6? Already hit. Appreciate it, David. Can we get 6? Come on. There's got to be a few of you out there not hitting that button. Come on. Come on. Can we get a 6? Who hasn't hit that thumbs up button? Can we get a 6? Let's get a 6. Let's get a 6. Come on, come on. Yeah, we got a 6. Bro, can we do 7? Can we do 7? Backflips on 8. Oh, we hit 7. Oh, if we do 8, I don't know what's going to break in here, but something's going to break. I just want to know, why do I got to hype you up to get these thumbs up? Why can't you guys just hit that thumbs up out of love? Can we get 8? I'm sorry I'm yelling. I just can't believe there's somebody on here. Can we get 8? Can we get 8? No? Come on, we got 8. It's got to be one of you. Thanks, Sheepdog. Hit that 8. Come on. Anybody thumbs up? No, man, we went down to 6. You guys are evil. 7. 8. Yes. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. Woo. That that was fun. We at 9? Nah, we can't do 9. We can't do 9. I appreciate that. That was a little bit of hype. I'm exhausted. You guys were playing with my emotions there. Whoever hit that thumbs up button twice and got to... oh, we got 9. Man, you guys are just loafing with these thumbs up, eh? Just loafing. I got to remind you. Well, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. That's a lot of thumbs up right now. So, David, you guys are the best. This is so funny. I also thought I had a broken gauge recently. Louis, what's going on with the gauges? 10 thumbs up, peeps. I love you. What's going on with the gauges? Why are the gauges breaking? Is there a conspiracy going on? Or is COVID-19 causing this, dude? We're talking about conspiracy theories. Louis, what do you mean your gauge is broken? What is that? 11 thumbs up. Love you guys. What does that mean? Does that mean you drive to a job site and you had a perfect gauge on the way there and it's like broken when you open it up? Or are you talking about you pump it to 110 PSI, you walk away, an hour later it comes back? COVID-19 broke them. Awesome. David. Jerry or Gary, hey brother, what's going on? Hanging in there, fam. Hanging in there. Hit that thumbs up if you can. Make this bad boy go to 12. That would be awesome. Gary, how you doing? How's COVID-19 treating you? What are you up to? Are you quarantining? Are you not quarantining? What's the deal? I want to know. And what's with the test gauges? How come everybody on this platform has a test gauge issue? In my town, pressure is around 55 PSI, and this building that I service is now at over 100 PSI. So Louis is saying in his town, pressure is around 55 PSI, and this building that I service is now at over 100 PSI. What? Pump to 100, holds for an hour or so, get a call that it's on 50 the next day. Everything on home good. Replace gauge with new and holds. Dude, Charlie boys, what's going on? Cancel. Why does that happen? Happens often lately. Are city pressures changing or are just the gauges not working? I don't know why that would happen. Weird, now they need regulators. That is so weird. And all of you are experiencing something like that? That's bizarre, man. That throws me off completely. I don't know why that would be happening. And all of you? Man, could it be just one large coincidence? Haha, you mean water memory. Louis purchased a new one. I'll post a picture on Instagram of all our broken gauges. Vens, you have that many broken gauges? Should we talk to this manufacturer of these gauges? Could it be that? Louis, why would it be at 55 PSI and then it's over 100 somewhere else? Is it the same town? Hold on. No, you're saying in your town. Let me read that again. Went too far. Went too far. Louis, in my town, pressure is around 55, and this building that I service is now over at 100 PSI. So I assume that that building is in your town then, Louis? That's the real conspiracy, sheepdog. Then, maybe it could be. I done exhaust myself trying to get all these likes on this platform right here. Yeah, I don't know why the gauges are acting that way. That is weird. The plumber's dumb questions. Are you near a water tower with that building? So, Interesting. These gauges. You know, I don't use gauges a lot. What I typically use gauges for is whenever we're doing backflow preventers and testing backflow preventers, we use our gauges, but our backflow test kit. And then whenever we're doing a rough-in and it's being inspected, we use Rich the Italian plumber. What's going on, Rich? from Massachusetts. Stay safe, my friend. You as well, Rich. Appreciate you checking in. How's everything going in Massachusetts? Is it safe? Is it, are you working? Are you quarantined? What's going on there? And hit that thumbs up button. We might be able to get 12. Man, you use Pasco. I guess that's the brand of the gauge. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Rich. Oh, Rich hit 12, I think. You guys are sweet, man. You guys are real sweet. I appreciate you folks. Pasco here too. Oh, Vens? Vens, do we have a Pasco as well? Are you guys using Pasco? Because maybe it's a bad batch of Pascos, man. I don't know. Kenny, I think they are talking about the rough-in testing, and that's what I'm referring to when your gauges break. Yeah. Yeah, I typically use that gauge, those kind of gauges whenever we're doing rough-in plumbing. Oh, 13 thumbs up. Love you, peeps. As well. Peeps, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Sustainable development. Sheepdog, all you keep sending is 2-word answers, fam. I don't mind, but sometimes it's hard to interpret. You know what I'm saying? Rich, we are a hotspot here, but you're essential between doing service plumbing and gas inspector. Okay, Rich, are you being safe? Like, are you able to get masks and wear masks, or how's that going? Just distributing masks and helping community, giving out packages and food. Gary, good for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. People need that out there. Rich, are you able to get masks and gloves and stuff like that, or how's that going? Because hotspots, 16 thumbs up. You peeps are the best. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Much love. Yeah, because masks are crucial in this time. Even though, yeah, masks are crucial, man. They're good to keep you sane at least. You know what I'm saying? So, Pasco gauges. That's what we're talking about here. Vens Plumbing. If you guys are still here, were the gauges that you guys broke Pascos or not? That's what I want to know. If others, Rich, stay safe, making me worried. Ven, yeah. Ven, me too. Rich, you got to be careful, fam. You got to be careful because, oh, you know, it's one of those times. It's so, man, what a weird time. Most supply houses have all PPE, only for plumbers, no public. Okay, got it. Got it. So, yeah, hand sanitizer. Get on that hand sanitizer. Get on those masks if you can. Pasco sounds familiar, but do not know for sure. So David doesn't know if they're Pascos, but he's had problems with gauges in the past. 17 thumbs up. Did I already say that? That's a lot. I appreciate you guys. Yes, and other brands, but I think mainly Pasco. Vens are Pasco as well? Yes, we have some N95 masks and have gloves, but really not using them. Almost every house we have been in, everyone is home and quarantine. I got masks, the Milwaukee mask. Okay. So, Rich, when you get into their houses, they're in their own separate rooms, I'm guessing, right? Like, they're not out in the open. I had to ask this kid who was standing over my shoulder to basically back off the other day. I felt really bad because he was a really nice guy, and I don't think he was used to people telling him 2 meters, but it kind of upset him. But I kind of didn't feel bad because he needed to know he should back off. But that's another thing, man. I just had to say, look, I need 2 meters. No disrespect, I said to him. I'm not trying to be rude. I just need 2 meters. You need to give me some space. And he didn't take it well, I don't think. But you got to do that, peeps. It's a weird, bloody time, man. It's a weird, bloody time. Oh, and I've been watching John Wick whenever I am quarantined. And let me tell you, that's a good way to spend a couple of hours. Kenny, how do you feel about what's looky loose? What's looky loose? Dave, can you clarify? We screen before we go and check no one is sick, and we tell them to keep their distance and let me do my job. Rich, that's the right way. Sheepdog has had a few Pascos fail. Rich, that's the right way. Screening's a great idea, by the way. People watching over your shoulders. Looky-loosey. Oh, I see what you're saying. Dave, I actually did a video on this last week. So if you look at my last vlog, I talk about it. I'll give you a brief update. If it depends on how they're looking. If they're just interested in watching and like they're just interested in general, it doesn't bother me. They're usually kind of cool and they're asking questions, right? But if they're looking over your shoulder and you got that judgment vibe of like, do you even know what you're doing? Nah, I hate that. Oh yeah, some people don't get mad. Hey, it is what it is. People watching you. Then, I know, right? People over your shoulder. Louis, man, I don't know why people are like that. Look, again, it doesn't bother me if they're just hanging out and they're super curious. That I don't mind curiosity. I mind it when they're like, they got that side eye, like, does this guy know what he's doing? Or sometimes you walk into a unit and they kind of look at you like, what are you doing here? And you're like, bro, I'm here to help you. Like, you need me. I don't need you, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got another call I could go to. That's also another one. Or they know what you're supposed to do. Dave, okay, those individuals, man, don't get me started. I'll tell you about it later. As far as inspections in the two towns, I have some plumbers that just send me pictures of gauges if it's a gas test or if it's a fixture replacement. Yeah, Rich, a lot of gauges are failing according to everybody on this platform right now. David, whenever I meet an authority on plumbing that's never touched plumbing before, oh, it's always a good day when that happens. And the weird thing is, people like that, man, people like that have control issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find that people like that typically are authorities on everything. So in a really weird way, you sort of got to let them think that you're like, yeah, you know what you're talking about. When in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, I'm going to do it a different way. But you got to give them a little something so that they go away. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not cool with you going, do you mind giving me some space? People like that are interesting, man. I don't get it. I've met people like that a lot, and I think I'm going to meet a bunch of people more, but what can you do? Dave, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about looking loosey, or what did you call it? Let me go back. People watching over your shoulder. About looky loos? Oh, is it looky loos? I think it's looky loos. I think it's looky loos. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a big fan, but if it's curiosity, it doesn't bother me. If it's judgment, it does. Kenny, we just installed a 6K tub on Friday. Should have filmed it for YouTube. We'll post pics next week on IG. 6K tub. Okay, so Vens, are we talking about like a standalone tub, like one of them? Oh, come on, how's the word fleeing me? One of them soaking bath tubs, like one of those 6K tubs with one of those fancy spouts that comes out. We've done a couple of well pump replacements which are outside and have them open basements doors and never go upstairs, and also did a water heater in direct water heater and never went upstairs. Yeah, Rich, those are good jobs because you can keep people at bay. I'm mostly commercial, so no one does that really, and I usually work with journeymen, so they're telling me what to do. Yeah, Dave, I hear you. Pedestal. A pedestal tub? Nice. Nick, applying for apprenticeship beginning in May. Veterans preference and my second-year degree in construction technology. Hopefully everything works out. I really appreciate your informational videos. Nick, I appreciate it as well. I have a 4,000 subscriber Q&A coming up. Do me a favor. Go down either in this video or the video before this and leave a question you want me to answer on the Q&A. I'll give you all the information I can give you. Guy's a DR. Then, guy's a DR? Guy's a doctor. My bad. Sorry, Vens. I got that. I'll be purchasing your math course as well. Nick, you're a sweet human. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, peeps. I got a math course, a plumbing math course if you need it, because plumbing math's a thing, and it's difficult. And if you guys want, like, test material, it's over 10 hours long. And it's got a lot of questions that you can do. My wife and I spent extensive amounts of time just doing math questions and worksheets. So go down into my last video. I'll try to leave it in the description here. I don't think I'll be able to, actually. Go in the last video. You'll be able to get all links there as well. Ryan used to teach plumbing math. Yeah, I remember, Ven. I remember Ryan used to teach plumbing math. Does he do that still, or is he done with that? Milton, how's it going from Virginia? Love your vlogs, brother. Looking to get into plumbing HVAC when I get out of the Navy in 17 months. You provide great info. Milton, Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you supporting the channel and being part of the 4,000 subscriber community. Best of luck in the Navy. That must be such a cool experience. And plumbing and HVAC, I think there's plenty of it out there. Just keep working and you're going to get this. And if you have any questions, I have a 4,000 subscriber Q&A coming up, Milton. So if you want to ask a question, that'll show up on that. Go down in the comments and post a question so I can show it on the channel, okay? So are you and your dad doing a lot of service work right now? So Rich, I'm doing most of the service work. That's basically how it is. I'm leaving dad at home as much as possible because he's 62. He's in that age range where, you know, it's not the safest it could be. I'm running out to jobs. I'm getting a bunch of things done. Yes, it's been slow this week. Had a couple of them. But a couple of weeks back, man, I was pulling out whatever hair I had. So yeah, that's how it's going with me. And Rich, usually we work with a lot of superintendents. So the superintendent usually does the legwork in telling, you know, the clients or the tenants to stay in their rooms or whatnot. So it's been okay. How's your journeyman test in Canada? Here in Kentucky, ours is 3-part: code, soldering pipe, and basic design. So Dave, the way our journeyman test is we have code, we have on job site knowledge, and there's a safety feature, and then there's a little bit of gas in it as well. Even though gas and plumbing in some provinces aren't the same ticket, so that was one weird thing because I don't do gas. I don't know much about gas. I know very fundamentals. So that was difficult. I spent an extensive amount of time studying gas, and it was interesting. Then we upgraded papers together. Oh, we graded papers together when first dating. So romantic. And then we would sort fitting and clean the van. Lindsay, man, you're a keeper, man. Awesome. You and Ryan, man, what a sweet couple. Rich, good that would scare me. I'm 49, so I have to be careful. Rich, everybody has to be careful. Be as safe as you can, man. Absolutely. Louis, I personally trained a young Marine, and 4 years later, he's on his own doing sewer and plumbing services. Louis, what a great story. And that was from Milton. Milton, if you're here, I think Louis is responding to something you said. He wasn't in the Navy. Oh, no, he was a Marine. No, Marine. The Navy become Marine? I think so. Do y'all do slab houses up there? Atlantic Media? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think we do slab houses. I got to check that, to be honest. It might depend on the area. So in the area that I'm in the GTA, the Greater Toronto area, we typically do high rises. That's a big industry out here. We also do, there is new construction housing as well, but it's not common to hear about slab houses. I trained a young Navy dude and he re-enlisted. Atlantic Media Management. Interesting. Interesting. Was that Atlantic Media Management? Was that a bad thing that he re-enlisted? Like, was he running away from you or she running away from you? I think the average age of apprentice around here is like 40. Oh, interesting, Vens. Yeah, actually, I saw something a few months back that said in Ontario it's the same thing. It's not as high as 40. The average age is mid-30s, something like that, or late 20s, early 30s, which is interesting because I fell into that group as well. I started my apprenticeship at 26, and now I'm 32, fully licensed, sort of thing. So. Rich is asking, David, I've been doing plumbing and gas work for 36 years, started at 13. Holy, Rich. Wow. Running from the poop and crawl spaces, Atlantic Media, yeah. So the way I describe those is career-ending drain calls. Every once in a while, you approach a drain call and you're like, man, if your apprentice is the faint of heart, if they can't handle this, it's the last day on the job for them, man. Emma is one of the youngest in her class. Yeah, I get that. The apprenticeship age is much older. Rich, the Italian plumber, sorry, misread your comment apparently. Milton, appreciate that, Louis. Most of us military folk have had the hard work mentality. Milton, If there's something that could be said about the military, it's that there's a bloody ton of discipline that you're up for. You know what I'm saying? So look, I think you could take that and manifest it anywhere. Great weekend, guys. Great weekend, guys. Got to get back to cooking. Louie, appreciate you coming out, fan. Be well in Cali. Be safe, okay? Thank you for checking in, and thanks for helping me out in the 4,000 subscribers. Peeps, I'm going to get off in about 5 minutes, but I really need to remind you, in order to make this Q&A awesome, please do me a favor. Go to one of the videos and post a Q&A question I can do for you all. That way I can give you some spotlight. You too, Louie. That way I can give you some spotlight by showing it on the screen, and that way I can answer it for you and give you whatever information you're interested in. I have a vlog coming out tomorrow. I'm really proud about it. It's been a ton of work. It's over 24 hours of work. Oh, Vens, enjoy. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Love you guys. I hope Emma and Ryan and the whole family are safe. Lindsay, you're the best, and you guys be well, okay? Much love. Have a great weekend. So I have a vlog coming out for you all tomorrow. It was a ton of work to do. I'm still working my butt off to get it done. So I do have something ready for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a bit artsy and it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys receive it well. That's what I'm saying. So so for that 4,000 subscriber Q&A, please do me a favor and leave comments down below, okay? Let me know what you guys want me to answer. I'll be happy to do that for you all. Just make sure you leave a question, a good, juicy question. So Milton, are you in the Navy as of right now? Like, are you on base at this very second, or how does that work? Are you on leave? How has COVID kind of changed your experience of the Navy? I imagine it's affected it somehow. I only got about 2.5 more minutes, but Milton, I'd be interested to find out that answer if you can. And peeps, if you haven't already, can you hit that thumbs up button like a champion? Hit that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get 20 by the end of this stream. That would be cool. We got about 1 minute left. Yes, sir. We're working every other day. Milton, I gotcha. There is no time off for the Navy or the military. So I get you. Keep going. I hope you guys are safe. Sheepdog, peace from South Florida. Congrats, Sheepdog. I appreciate you. Thanks for chiming in. Always a pleasure, fam. So Milton, that's pretty cool. Really cool. Do you guys have to wear more masks, or how's that going? We got about 2 minutes left, peeps. My youngest son is in the Air Force in New Jersey and can't leave the state. Oh. Man, yeah, people got to be safe. People got to stay on their toes. I just hope people are safe, man. I hope your son is safe on base. Depending on commands and schedules differ. Okay. So it depends on what's happening. I get that completely, Milton. You know, peeps, I just want to say again, thank you. We have to wear masks too. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Peeps, once again, I just want to thank you all for the 4,000 subscribers. It was a shock to me how much plumbing would affect the world. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. It was a shock to me how much plumbing on YouTube would have affected me. And it also really just kind of changed my life altogether. You also can't leave the local area. So I just wanted to say thank you all for all the support, all the love, all the 4,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's my goal. I hope you guys can help me along with that. You've been great support and great love, and I got videos coming out for you as soon as possible. But most importantly, stay safe and hug your loved ones and keep doing delicious plumbing. Okay, peeps? I'm heading out. It was great talking to you all. Much love. Stay safe. Wear masks. Sanitize. Goggles if you got it. Whatever you can. Be safe. Love you all. I'll talk to you later. Ciao. Stay safe. Bye, Milton.